It's wacky, and it wants your time. There are many videos out there praising this game to the sun and back. It is a joy to get into and play, but this is not one of those videos. Many people can do a better job of pointing out the positives. Instead, let's talk about it not catering to the audience that it seems to want. First, what tells us what kind of audience the game wants to have? The answer should be easy to take away from the rank system, which seems to have no strict skill-based matchmaking, or a leaderboard that is focused on playtime over anything else. That the game is designed to be as enjoyable and addictive as possible to a casual player. The number goes up as long as you keep playing, until you feel progression rather than a competitive experience. I saw many high-rated streamers find themselves on teams with silvers when playing solo and letting matchmaking do its magic. That is not a problem. There is a need for casual shooter games. But if we surmise that we're trying to cater to the casual audience from the ranked system and working across multiple inputs, what's the problem? Palpable frustration about how some of the gadgets and classes interact. And the changes that were made from pre-release play period to the live game patch being too small to change anything about what is frustrating, pointing to the developers disconnected from the frustrations and their audience at its core. Being careful with taking feedback is great, but casual players will not choose to interact with frustrating mechanics on repeat. They will just leave. And there are many frustrating mechanics that were deliberately left in over time. It points to the developers wanting this as the style of the game. You have a game where you have multiple heavy class players understanding how strong throwing explosives on objects and canisters was and continues to be. You have the light class relegated to the quick plays of casual play, as their gadget offerings pale in the face of getting one-shot. With their most effective loadouts to one-shot you first, out of stealth, the worst feeling that you can have, matched only by the barrel filled with C4 in front of your eyes. All the while the necessary balancing mechanism to it all being an instant pickup resurrection frustrates anyone else not involved with the first 2 points. The biggest change even being an improvement to reconnaissance sense, which deals with invisible players at the cost of making the final tournament rounds feel pointless once you get a lead. The solution to a bad game mechanic should not be to take a specific perk or gadget. At a certain point, it's just bad game mechanic for the casual space. It does not matter how balanced it looks on paper. The more the new game feel and smell wears off on people, the more frustration sticks out. If the Chronically Online are here now, the casuals will follow in a month if not sooner. But that's just it. The Chronically Online were already here in the pre-release play period, and the changes are not here in stride. I am not arguing for quick balance changes, rather changes to frustrating mechanics when they appear in a timely manner. No one can say that the explosives on canisters has snuck up on them at launch or just around the corner. The disconnect with the audience that the game is going for and some of the gameplay systems is clear. Many casual friends of mine took around 3 games of group or area of effect explosives being thrown at them before moving on to something different. If someone tells you a game with a big selling point of terrain destruction will have you instead see the very explosives meant for said terrain send you into a revive screen before being revived only to be backstabbed by an invisible enemy on repeat, you would take it as a bad joke. So I just ask, keep the game fun and not a flash in the pan. You only have so much time before your audience gives up. That's really all I wanted to say. The rest of this is just a lot of fun stuff and fun moments I had in this game. There really are quite a few fun moments that you can have in this game. But I just want to keep having fun, and that's the only reason I'm even mentioning all the other things.
Misfortune for the Tough Shells team. Attack with me! The Tough Shells just made their return to the arena. team wipe for the live wires.
Tossing a frag.
The Retros just rolled up their sleeves to grab the lead. The Retros made an awesome steal there.
That was a bold play.
Only one contestant left in the Overdogs. Not sure if it's a good time for them to play dead. Another foul.
Gas mine time.
Cover's here.
Gas mine armed.
The Boundless tapping into Vault 2. A cash box is now ripe
a
for the
surprise.
taking, as the Boundless have started a cash out.
Arming a mine. Jump zone here. Gas mine set. Toxic trap set.
A team wipe mishap for the Boundless.
They're a tad less boundless after that. Mind the mine.
The Boundless are back!
Drop the mine.
Not for the Jet Setters, but a drag for their opponents, as they steal a cash out.
Fortune favors the bold. Setting a mine.
Ten seconds left!
The High Notes have made a resounding comeback.
The High Notes have been rattled. Team wiped. We've
Let's
got the High Notes
reposition.
returning to the